Hey, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So after doing like the last raid, found a bunch of stuff in my inventory. So we've done the Toneberry card, so we can get rid of that. Lava Jas Junus card. Let's open up our gold saucer card list. Card has already been claimed, so we'll discard that one. What about this one? This is Exande card. So let's use that one. That one we can use. Right there. There he is. Oh, he's a boss, boy. Oh gosh, he's got pretty good stats all the way around. 4697. 45A. I don't know what that A is. Alright, so Exande, the first emperor of Alagag, was resurrected from the sleep of death by the technologist Alman. Exhuming the ruler's body from his tomb, Alman cultivated an inherent vessel for immortality, enlarging and strengthening Exande's form after the emperor's successful rebirth. Clones were made to serve as doubles. Okay. And then the last thing we got is we got a minion. It's going to be minion Wind Up Onion Knight. So let's use that. Hey, that doesn't look like the Onion Knight I fought. But what do you say? But there he is. And then we'll do the orchestra rolls later. But as for now, let's get back onto this quest right here. I'm interested to see where it leads us. So Rambros, the world of darkness. Rambos has a furrowed brow and the look of one with ill tidings. Let's accept. Ah, Tickman, it is good you are come. It is good you are come. Okay. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodies well for us, nor for Yune, Dagna, and Nero, imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Sar's Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Exande. But you, Tickman, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding convent with the terrible void scent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Daga and Yunel labored to annul his contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Yuna, Daga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Exande's orders and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Yura and Daga, so too would the tower heed only those with the royal blood of Alagag. It is a most Garlean design, granted. It was not always so vexatious, according to the Lane tombstone Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they had such technology, Alman and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either the art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the clouds of darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and Anoxande's convent with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the latter would suffice. But then, what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alad. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. We know but one way of this predicament. Rescue those who cannot control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. Well, that's a great plan, but how are you going to execute it? It is true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Cirrus power for our own purpose and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. Oh, great. Now I'm going into the Dark Realm. It looks like I'm ready, though. I'm pounding fist. We have heard this is possible from a man of the Third Mages Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garlean working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself. There he is, Garlean. Sick man, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garlean, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Cyrus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Tickman. I am sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Man, it's like my full-time job. Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Quest accepted. Alright, let's talk to Rambros again. I've added your observations and findings to the Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Alright. Oh, okay. Look at all them reports we got. I don't feel like reading them. The time is of the essence, my friend. We must go to the 8th Sentinels. Very well. Anybody else here? Nope, everybody's gone. So let's head on over. Let's do us another raid. Boy, we're unlocking everything, let me tell you. Enter the 8 Sentinels. Yes, indeed. Mount up. And invisible wall saved me. Alright, here I am at the 8 Sentinels. Tickman, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open the rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower's full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, Well, boom. But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. Great, we about to go boom. Oh, he meant the very, very top. Okay. Alright, everybody just chit-chatting. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then, we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. This just sounds like a bad idea to me. Huh, is there something amiss, Gara? Ah, Emperor's Exani's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alag's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. That is a pretty chair. Just imagine if Alan civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Sigh. Unfortunately, there was no stopping Azande and his ambition. There were those who tried. Exani's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became as beacons of hope for those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction, just as they moved towards Alag's heart for the kill. Exade lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Exande desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held with Thalmon be emptied into Sargus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Sarkus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth Umbra calamity. I learned of its cause from Yuni and Daga. I had no idea that the rebellion incited Xandes to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Alliant history is astonishing, Gara. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yes? Ah, Biggs. Are you ready? Ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, it should be able to float 5 airships the size of Aegis. So just give us the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good. Then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. That's 3 towers. They triangulated. Yes, they are. Straight into the throne chair. I do not have a good feeling about this. Ah, a rift to the world of darkness, as Oda called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We cannot break out to me just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the dark realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the void gate stays open. As will the sons of St. Koch. The rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Tickman. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. Oh, great. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It would be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Aye, aye. I will be prepared. Might I have a moment of your time, Tickman? There's a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Okay, all right, let's discuss. Bad feeling about this. I still have a bad feeling. Speak with Wedge at the 8 Sentinels. It's complete. We cannot see the dark portal from here. Tickman, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only among Garlean royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sinuine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Dogger himself admitted. But what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow meeting those 2 clones have wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the self-same ones his father told him. The truth of our eyes rest with Alag. Mayhap what I wish to remember, and these words are related. Mayhap, but I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with my own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. No, no. You're not a good warrior. You have my thanks, my friend. Alright, fine. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. So we're going back up all them stairs. The world of darkness is now available. Uh-oh. So next I need to use... Do I need to go to the other side? The World of Darkness. Oh, okay, so it's adding stuff right here. The World of Darkness. Let's go ahead and join up. And then we'll come back up in here. Let's read about it. Oh, it's 100 tokens for this one. I'll spend 100 for the other ones too. In the twilight of his reign, the first and last emperor of Alexander desired power above all else. He turned to the terrible being known as the Cloud of Darkness, a ruler of the void, and asked of her strength to make the world kneel before his throne, with a convent of blood. When Alexander was slain, his ambitions were laid to rest alongside him, yet the Cloud of Darkness still seeks to enter the material realm, and will soon find passage through the Void Gate set to manifest within Sarkis Tower. With the fiends coming, can the Fellowship of Noah brave the void and rescue the three souls able to stem the cloud's flood of shadows? Or will the expedition itself vanish beyond the rift in the World of Darkness? Time limit 120 minutes. Location World of Darkness. 1 to 8 players. Oh, that's it? 3 parties. Oh, of 1 to 8 players. Okay, that's better. 3 parties with at least 1 member each are necessary when undersized party requirements are in effect. Class disciplines war magic. Limited jobs participate only when used to perform undersized party, and the duty allows level 50. Level will be synced upon entry. Average item level 90. I believe that went up from 70. Additional rules unavailable. Alliance registration. Role and item restrictions are lifted for 24 member alliances. So I believe this one was 70. Yep, and this one was 50. So it's getting harder, but we are able to bring in better gear. So now we wait. It says less than 5 minutes, but I guess we'll see. So we're going to leave this off right here, and we'll bring it back tomorrow to finish this quest off. We'll see y'all then.